I'm live. Hi, good afternoon. Hello po sa inyong lahat. Good afternoon. Magandang hapon, CSE takers. Kumusta po kayong lahat? Naririnig niyo po ba ako? Naririnig and nakikita. Okay, mag-antay muna tayo ng ilang saglit. Wait, let me check po in live natin. Ayan. May nanonood na pero yes, hello po. Hi Ma'am MD. Magandang hapon. Good afternoon po, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Clear. Let me check po yung line natin. Okay. Napaka-delayed. Napaka-delayed ng video, live video sa Facebook natin. Hello, Ma'am Jessa. Good afternoon. Hello sa inyong lahat. Sa 5 nanonood sa akin ngayon, magandang hapon po. Hi, Ma'am Jonaliza. Good afternoon. Hi, Ma'am MD. Good afternoon. Okay. Kumusta na po yung paghahanda ninyo po sa CSE? Isang araw na lang at July na. And then after July, it's August na. So, but don't worry because we're almost done with the numerical ability. And I think we're done with the verbal ability Filipino. And you're going to proceed to analytical ability na. So, analytical ability is only for professional reviewees. And clerical ability is for the sub-professional reviewees. Kumusta po yung paghahanda ninyo? Medyo cool ba, ma'am? Ma'am Jessa. Cool ba agad basta pa dong namutake? Yes. But, kung ready lang, kung prepared lang, that's why we are preparing para dili na kayo cool ba inig actual exam. Kay lisod kaayo kung adto na mo makulbaan gid sa actual exam. Sus mag sayop-sayop gid baya. So you have to prepare yourself. Andama inyong self kay para sa actual exam. Pero Ma'am Jessa, I tell you, mas cool ba ang maghuwat sa result? Knowing nga wala na kayo mabuhat. So okay ra kulbaan ka karon, ma'am. So meaning ana, you're going to do more, to do better. Yes, prepare and pray. Yes, hi, good afternoon, ma'am. Mai Kabiza, good afternoon po. Yes, it's really hard. It's much harder waiting for the result than going to take the exam. Why? Because you still have a lot of things to do. It's okay to get nervous right now because that means you can still do a lot of things. No, you can still study. You can still work hard for that eligibility. But once you're done taking the exam, it's really hard waiting for the result, knowing that you cannot do anything at all anymore, di ba? Mas mahirap yung mag-aantay na wala ka nang magagawa. Kesa sa nag-aantay ka sa exam and you still have a month, okay? A month to prepare. Ayan, prepare and pray. Yes, prepare, pray, and practice. Always practice. Practice answering 100 questions every day. Ayan, very effective po yan. I was also doing that when I was taking the licensure examination for teachers. Okay. So, magsimula na tayo. Magsimula na tayo. Just going to add my presentation. Ayan. Teacher Tala, CSE Reviewer. So, for today, this afternoon, we're going to talk about the perimeter and area, and they are used in a word problem. So in this topic, we need to have a really good reading comprehension kasi you need to understand what is asked in each problem. Kasi kapag hindi nyo po naiintindihan yung tanong, ang ending, mali yung masasagot ninyo. Okay? But before we start, kung saan man kayo naroon ngayon, ask for prayer. Let's ask for His guidance. Let's ask for His blessings, for His grace, na bigyan tayo ng kaalaman, ng malawak na kaalaman, ng malawak na mga topics natin ngayon. Bigyan tayo niya ng lakas ng loob na mapapagtagumpayan natin itong hamon na ito, ng challenge na ito, okay? And there's still a lot of time, but preparing with His grace, with His guidance, we can be able to pass the CSE. Not just pass, but hopefully also top it. Okay? So pray, let's pray. Let's ask or let us say a silent prayer. O Lord God, also help me, give me enough knowledge to share what I know about these topics para mapaghandaan po nila, para ma-share ko po, may bahagi ko po yung kalaman ko, and in a very good, in a very well delivered discussion. And all these things we ask, O Lord, in Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so after that, let us start. So this is a problem solving in getting the perimeter and area. Okay, so I'm just going to monitor your comments in my phone. Okay, so naamo i-provide soft copy para practice, ma'am. I was uploading, at me and the other lecturers are uploading some quizzes, but it's not soft copy, it's in Google form. Okay, so you can practice there, you can practice answering. I have already sent I think one quiz for numerical ability, one quiz, another for diagnostic, numerical, and Filipino. I think Miss Regine has also sent a quiz for Filipino verbal ability. That is for both professional and sub-professional. Okay? So wala po kaming ipina-provide na soft copy for practice because you can actually, it's very accessible in the internet. So you just search for some CSE review questionnaires, or you can also download apps. So there are a lot of apps, CSE reviewer apps, and I was using, wait, I'm going to show you this app. Civil Service, I hope you can see it. I'm using this CSE Review 2024. This one. I hope you can see it, but don't worry. I'm just going to share it on our group. Okay. So this reviewer, this app is consisting of of everything for professional and sub-professional. We have here the analytical, reading comprehension, paragraph organization, clerical operations, developing constitutions, general informations, events, the numerical reasoning, correct usage, identifying errors, abstract reasoning, and vocabulary, and I think everything that you need to know, or every category that you need to learn or study in CSE. So we have here the CSE. There are two applications, but I was using this one, and it's a good practice talaga. And you have to time yourself. You time yourself para ma-test mo yung bilis or bagal mo. Okay? And okay, so that's it. Now let's start. We have perimeter and area. Okay, so what's the difference between perimeter and area? Perimeter is a closed path that encompasses, surrounds, or outlines either a two-dimensional shape or a three-dimensional length. The perimeter is determined by adding the lengths of the sides or edges of the shape. So meaning, para yang fence, or parang ano ba yung bakod? Parang bakod ng bahay. So you have a lot, you have a house and lot, and if you're going to fence it, if you're going to build a bakod around your house and lot, so that barcode will be measures the perimeter. So you're going to measure the perimeter of the shape or of the form of the lot para makuha mo yung kung gaano ka haba, kung gaano ka haba, or ano ba yan? Kahaba. Yes, kahaba, not the width, the length of your bakod, okay, of your fence. So for area, the area is the region bounded by the shape of an object. So yung kinaroroonan ng house and the area of your lot, that is the area, that is the enclosed ng fence. 'Di ba? So may fence, tapos yung loob ng fence, that's the area. Okay? So it is the region bounded by the shape of an object, the space covered by the figure or any two-dimensional geometric shape. The area is measured in square units, namely square meters, square centimeters, square inches. Okay, so we have here's how the perimeter and the area of some common shapes are calculated. So we have the polygon name square, and this is the figure. I'm going to use a pen. So square to ha, pero parang rectangle. But this is square. So meaning a square has what shape is a square? A square has four equal sides. So yan, equal silang lahat, kaya they are labeled as with one variable, which is s for side. So when you get the perimeter, you just add the four sides, which is s plus s plus s plus s. Or you can just multiply 4s, meaning you have to multiply it 4 times to get the perimeter. Now for the area, to get this, the area of the square, so you're just going to square the side. So just one side, because they are all equal. So you just square it, and you will get the area. Now for the next figure, we have rectangle. The rectangle is, with this figure, it is denoted with L as for length and W for width. So length is gaano kahaba, width is gaano kalapad. So you're just going to multiply ilang length ba yan. So across niya is another L and another W. So meaning dalawang L, you just add everything, L plus W plus W. Or you're just going to multiply 2L plus width. Or 2 times L plus 2 width. Meaning, dalawang L L, dalawang W, you just add and then you will get the perimeter. While for area, you just multiply each side. So yung length, tapos yung width, you multiply it and you will get the area. Now for the next one is the triangle. For the triangle, so ano ba 'tong triangle? Para lang yung square na hinati, 'di ba? So, ayan. Now we'll have the triangle. So we have here, we'll have the base. Ayan. We'll have the base. Ay, hindi tayo mag-base kasi we're just going to use the base for area. So we're going to also, again, we're going to label each side because we're going to add every side. So A plus B plus C. Ayan, A plus B plus C. Now, you're going to need the base for the area. So because area is 1/2 BH. H is the height. It's the height. Now, on the base here, it will be this one. So you multiply base times height and then hatiin mo, half. Because base times height is just like length times width for rectangle, but you have to hati it to cut it in half because triangle is just a half of rectangle or square or a four-sided polygon. Okay, now welcome po sa inyong lahat na nanonood. Ma'am Ree, Ma'am Guro, Ma'am Pam, and Ma'am Ninia. Okay, so another polygon here is a trapezoid. We have four sides and they are not none of them are equal. So we have A, B, C, D. So for the perimeter, you just add everything, A plus B plus C plus D. And for area, it's just a half of the quantity of A plus B and times the height. So, si A, yung parallel lang na sides, which is the A and B, and then the height. The height. So, ito yung height. Now, you're just going to multiply it, cut it in half to get the area of the trapezoid. Next is the parallelogram. It is denoted with B and H. No, this is B, not B. This is base. So P is equal to 2 times the quantity of B plus H. So you just add B plus H and then you multiply it by 2. Or you just 2B plus 2H is equal to perimeter. Now for area, you just simply multiply base times height, it's just like rectangle. Okay, parallelogram. Okay. Now let's have some examples. So those are the formula, and I want you to memorize all the formulas regarding these perimeter and area because lumalabas po talaga yung perimeter and area sa questions sa numerical reasoning sa CSE. Now we have here perimeter of regular polygons. Perimeter is equal to 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. It's 16 cm. So this is a square, right? So square has, again, 4 equal sides. You just multiply one side by 4. 4 times 4, that is 16. Now, for irregular polygons, you need to add every side. Kasi iba-iba yung sides niya. Iba-iba yung sukat. Okay? So you need to add everything. So 4 plus 4, 8 plus 2, 10, plus 4, 14, plus 2, 16, plus 8, that's 24 centimeters. Okay, now we have here a word problem regarding the perimeter. So we have, or involving perimeter. So we have number 1, the perimeter of an equilateral triangle. What does equilateral triangle mean? So equilateral means equal. all sides of this triangle is equal. So I'm just going to make that ayan. So you will know that the polygon has equal sides if it has a sign like this. So this means that all three sides are equal. But if you're going to make this ayan. So this means that only these two sides are equal and this one is different. Okay? So malalaman niyo po yan based sa figure. Now, but in our problem, it is already mentioned that this is an equilateral triangle. So meaning that the perimeter, so yung perimeter yung given. So 18 cm. Now, we're going to need the length or the size of each side of the triangle. So the triangle is, again, A plus B plus C, right? But in this triangle, it is equal. So you're just going to have P is equal to three sides because only one measurement yung side niya kasi equal nga. Okay, so we have 18 is equal to 3s. So to get the side, you just divide it by 3 and the side is equal to 6. So 6 centimeters each side of the triangle. So an equilateral triangle is a triangle with all three sides of equal length. So we have okay, so as I have already give the solution, given the solution, so we have here the answer. S is equal to 6 centimeters, the length of the side of the triangle. Next, number 2. What is the perimeter of a rectangle in which lengths of the side of the triangle? What is the perimeter of a triangle in which lengths of the side of the triangle? Di ko maintindihan yung question. Okay, I'm just going to check. I'll check in which lengths of the side of the triangle. Number 2. In which lengths of the sides are, oh my gosh, this is not correct. So what is the perimeter of a rectangle in which lengths of the sides are 12 cm and 7 cm. So hindi ko po napansin yung this is just a typographic error, okay? So what is the perimeter of a rectangle in which lengths of the sides are 12 cm and 7 cm? So this means that, of course, the longer side is the length and the shorter side is the width. So again, the perimeter of a rectangle, you just add every side. So meaning 12 cm is equal to this side, which also measures 12 cm, and 7 cm is equal to this side, which also measures 7 cm. Now you're just going to add every side, or you're just going to multiply the length twice plus the width twice. So that will be the perimeter of the rectangle. So 2 times 12 plus 2 times 7. Okay, can you get the perimeter, please, for this question? Mom Wen answered 38 cm. This is for the first 38 cm. Saan po yung 38 cm? Was it in our this one? 38 cm. Saan po ba yung 38 cm, ma'am? 2.38 cm. Okay, let's check. Maybe dito. Maybe dito. 2 times 12, 24. Okay. 24 plus 14. So she already answered, which is 38. Well, good job, Mom Wen. Okay, so perimeter is equal to 38 cm. So number 2, Mom. Yung answer po sa question now, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Well, good job. So that's the perimeter of this rectangle. So we have this 38 cm. Okay, Ma'am Jessa, how about yung 2.38? Saan niyo po nakuha yan? 2.38. Okay, so for the areas na tayo. So I'm just going to introduce you to different formulas for perimeter areas and different topics that we're going to tackle today. But you need to remember them, the formula, okay? Because after this, after all the discussions, I'm going to just next session will be just question and answers. So I hope that there will be no questions na like what's the formula? How did you get the formula, Ma'am Tala? To find the perimeter, the area, and the likes. Okay? So we have number 1. To find the area of a rectangle, multiply its length with its width. So we have here, A is gibut nga naman good na ako. Number 2 dayon ang answer. Number 2 is 38. Okay. Now, length is 5 meters. Width is 2 meters. Now to get the area, you just multiply it and you will get 10 meters squared or 10 square meters. Square meters. Okay. Now, to find the area of a square, find the length of one of the sides as each side is the same length and multiply this by itself to find the area. Okay nga, sige nga. Give me the area of the square in number 2. Okay. The answer is 4 squared, or multiply it by itself, just 4 times 4, which is 16 meters squared or square meters. Now we have a triangle. Now, to find the area of a triangle, you multiply the height of the triangle with the measure of its base divided by 2 or 1/2 of the product of the height and base of the triangle. So meaning, you multiply the height and the base, and then you divide it by 2, and then you will get the area. So that's 3 times 3, 9 divided by 2. You will get 4.5 square centimeters. So this is the formula. 1/2. So this is base times height times 1/2. 9 over 2. Yes, Ma'am, 9 over 2. But in the choices, there is no 9 over 2. There's only 4.5 square centimeters. So you will still, of course. But that's okay, in fraction or in decimal. But if sa choices niyo, decimal yung nasa choices, you divide. That's just very simple. Very simple. Okay, we're done with the perimeter and areas. Now let's go to the problem solving involving circumference and volume. So for area, we have square meters, square centimeters, square inches, and the likes. For volume, we have cubic. Cubic is denoted by the number 3, by an exponent of 3. Okay. Now for circumference, circumference is that is the measurement of a circle. So hindi natin makukuha yung perimeter ng circle kasi there is no sides for circle, no. So we only use circumference. So what is the circumference of a circle? The circumference of the circle is the distance around the outside of the circle. It is like the perimeter of other shapes like squares and rectangles. Oh, so what I have said, hindi natin makukuha yung perimeter ng circle because a circle has no sides, but we can only get its circumference. And we are going to need the pi symbol. So center is the point at the center of the circle with a fixed distance from any point of the circle. Diameter, it is the distance across the circle through the center. The diameter of the circle is 2r or twice the radius. So for example, in this figure we have a small circle here. So this is the center. That point is the center. Now if I'm going to make a line across that um, that center, this is what you call as diameter. Now it says here that the diameter of the circle is 2r or twice the radius, meaning if you're going to divide diameter by 2, you will get the radius. So meaning from the center to the other end, that is the radius. Okay? So meaning kalahati ng diameter is what you call as radius. So dalawang radius is equal to diameter, one diameter. Now radius is the distance from the center of a circle to any point of the circle. Now circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi r. The formula uses the radius or the diameter and the value of pi. So it uses the radius for 2 pi r. But if you only use the diameter, that's only pi d. Pi d. So that's the circumference of the circle is equal to pi d if you only get the diameter. But if you're using the radius, you use 2 pi r. Why? Because again, 2r is equal to 1d. So that's, you are not going to use the 2 because 2 is only for r. Okay, so c is equal to pi d or c is equal to 2 pi r. Now, for example, again, can you answer this? If the radius of a circle is 20 units, what is the circumference of the circle? Again, if you're using the radius, you're going to use the formula 2r times pi times the pi. Okay, what's the answer? Okay, mag-solve po kayo sa inyong upuan. You always have to bring paper and pen in my lecture, in my drills, in my live, because our topic is numerical ability and you need to solve in actual exam, in the CSE actual exam. You are not allowed to bring calculators. You only need to bring with you your pen, and you can write or solve in your booklet. So you should not, or you should practice solving. So what's the answer for the circumference of the circle? So you have to write C is equal to blank blank. So para makita ko po, para alam ko po kung anong number, anong problem po yung sinasagutan ninyo. Okay? Mag-solve, everyone. Nasaan na kaya si Ma'am Dina? Si Ma'am Dina yung very participative student ko dito sa CSE. One of the most participative students Kasi marami po sila. Marami to sila. Si Ma'am Wen, Ma'am Jessa, si Ma'am Lovelyn. Hindi ko na din nakikita si Ma'am Lovelyn. But it's okay. Maybe may work po sila kasi maaga pa. So what's the answer? May sumasagot ba? The answer is, okay, I'm also going to solve here. So we have here the radius of a circle is 20 units. So what is given is only the radius, 20 units. Now you need to get the circumference. Now to get the circumference, again, the formula is 2 pi r or pi d. It depends if what is given. Now we are given radius, the measure of radius, so we're going to use 2 pi r. And then 2, what is the measure of pi? That's 3.14 times the radius, which is 20. 28, I'm not sure. Okay, that's okay, Ma'am Asnia. Ay, si Ma'am Asnia din. Very participative po si Ma'am Asnia. Kahit hindi po siya sure sa mga answers niya, it's okay. Because okay lang magkamali ngayon, wag lang sa actual exam. Okay, so we have here 2 times 3.40. I'm just going to multiply this. 2 times 20, that is 40 times 3.14. So we have 3.14 times 40, 125.6. Okay, let's see. 16. 4 times 1 plus 1, that's 5. 3 times 4, that's 12. Now, count how many decimal places. That's 1, 2. So 125.6. That's correct. That's correct, Ma'am Jessa. 125.6 square units. Again, don't forget the units and squared. So that is the circumference of this problem. Okay, Ma'am Asnia, how did you get the 28 po? Did you just multiply directly 20 times the value of the pi? You will only directly multiply the value of the pi times the given if the given is diameter. But since our given is a radius, you still need to multiply it by 2. Okay? So that's okay, Ma'am Asnia. But yes, what matters is you tried. Okay? And you will never forget your mistakes, right? Yung mga mali mo, hindi mo talaga makakalimutan. And that is really good. Kasi sa actual exam, you'll say, oh, nagkamali ako nito nung nag-practice ako. So I will not do the same mistake again. Baliktad yung akin, ma'am, pero multiply po siya. Okay. That's okay, Ma'am Asnia. Now let's go to the next. Oh, this is the solution. Okay. 2 pi r. We have this pi here. Square units. Now we have the volume. What is volume? Volume is the amount of space occupied by a three-dimensional object as measured in cubic units. Again, cubic units is denoted with the power of 3. So we have the 3D shapes. Okay, cube. For cube, it is a square. It's a box with a square face, no? Yung mukha niya is a square but it is a box. It's like a prism. Ayan. Hindi ako marunong. Okay, wait. Move up, move up, move up. So just imagine this is a cube, okay? Yan, it's a cube. I think so. Ayan, hindi masyadong. Ayan, yung mukha niya, every mukha niya is square. So this is a um, cube is a 3D, three-dimensional object with all equal face, which is square. Okay. Now to get the volume of the cube, you will have a to raise to the power of 3, meaning that this side is denoted with the variable a, and you just multiply itself, multiply the number by itself 3 times, and you will get the formula. Okay, now we have length of edge or side. So every side of this cube is equal. Everything is equal. So you just get a times a times a. Now, how about the next one, the cylinder? What is a cylinder? Cylinder has a circle face at the opposite sides and a length. Ayan, parang ganyan. 'Di ba? Para siyang tumbler. Basta ganyan. Ayan, circle yung opposing end niya, tapos may length. So how do you get the volume? So you get the area, or the circumference of the circle, and multiply it by the height. The height is yung lapad, yung depth ng circle to the other end. So you will have this formula, pi r squared h, which is the height. So we have here r is radius of the circular base. Tapos si height is yan yung height. Next is we have the prism. Now for prism, base times height. So this base here is the area of the base. So for prism, we have different types of prism. We have rectangular prism. We have triangular prism. We have other different kinds of prism. So how to get the volume? You just look at the face. Now, for example, you will have a triangular prism. Now, the face of the triangular prism is a triangle. So you get the area of this triangle first, get the area, and then you multiply it by the depth, yung lapad, papunta dun sa other triangle. So that is and not the height, but that's the depth. Okay, which is the height? Okay, you can also use the height word. Okay, and height. So you area times the height, and then that will be the volume. So area of base is equal to the square side, or the length square, tapos si height. Now you will get the volume. Next, the sphere. The sphere has this formula. The sphere is also, it's like a circle, but it's not, but it is an imperfect circle. So you will have this formula, 4/3 pi r squared. Again, I'm sorry, na-mention ko kanina na sa cylinder na circumference yung kunin. Hindi circumference, that's area ha. Then, the area of the circle is pi r squared. Pi r squared. That's the area of the circle. So not circumference, because circumference is the 2 pi r. Okay. So for the sphere, that is just like getting the area of the circle, but you have to multiply it by 4/3. Now the variables radius of the sphere, and this one is the pi. Next, the pyramid. Pyramid is like this, right? It's like a rectangular prism, but it has 1/3 times base times h formula. So this is how to get the pyramid, the volume of the pyramid. So B is area of the base and then height of the pyramid. So the base here will be the first face or yung face ng pyramid. So kunin mo yung area niya tapos yung height. So this will be, for example, we have here. Ayan, ganito yung pyramid. Ayan. So kunin mo yung base ito yung base. Itong nasa ilalim. Parang rectangle or square. So, yan. Kunin mo yung area niya, tapos you get the height. The height, yung gaano kataas yung tayo niya. Tapos, you multiply it by 1/3 or you divide it by 3. And you will get the volume of the pyramid. Next is the right circular cone. Right circular cone just means a perfect cone. Well, for example, we have here a cone, no? So this is a cone. Now this means that the center of the circle in a cone to the vertex, so this is the vertex, it is where the two sides, the two slanting sides of the cone met. So that's the vertex. Now you're just going to creates a right triangle. So that's why it's called right circular cone. And the volume for this, the formula for this one is pi r squared h divided by 3. Again, para siyang si cylinder. Para siyang si cylinder, but you have to divide it by 3. Pi r squared h. Radius of the circular base, tapos si height. Okay, so kumusta na yung mga brain natin dyan? Nakutaw na? Ano yung nakutaw sa Tagalog? Nakutaw na yung formula pa lang yan, ha? And we still have to apply those formulas to answering or solving problems. Okay, we have example here. Number 1, you answer, everyone. What is the volume of the Rubik's Cube if the side length is 4 inches? A Rubik's Cube is an object which has 3 rows and 3 columns, diba? But there are also Rubik's Cube nowadays na hindi lang cube yung yung purong mawa, yung form. May iba't ibang form yung cube na yun. I mean, you can make a lot of forms, a lot of shapes using that Rubik's Cube. But we are talking about the traditional Rubik's Cube. Kutaw na gyud kayo, ma'am. Ma'am Jessa, yes. Ano po ba yung kutaw, ma'am, sa Tagalog? Kasi may mga kaklase po kayo dito na Tagalog, na Filipino. I mean, na Tagalog, yes. Because we are all Filipinos. Okay? Kaya, minsan, naguguluhan talaga ako sa Tagalog. Before, I think last meeting yun, we had a word in Bisaya that we kept on mentioning, and I just realized na, iba pala ang meaning nito sa Tagalog. Okay, Ma'am Jessa? Ma'am Aznia, Ma'am Ikini Mimotoli, Ma'am Glidel, Ma'am Wen, answer this problem. Number 1. What is the volume of the Rubik's Cube if the side length is 4 inches? Now the volume, the formula for the volume, in getting the volume of a cube is a cube, or 8 raised to the power of 3. Raised to the power of 3. Okay, so the answer is, that means you just multiply 4 3 times. 4 times 4 times 4. And you will get 4 times 4, 16 times 4, that is 64 cubic inches. Ayan. I'm going to solve it. So V is equal to A cubed, and A is equal to 4 raised to the power of 3, and that is 64 inches, cubic inches. 64, Ma'am Jessa, that's correct. Yes, that's correct, Ma'am Jessa. Okay, next, number 2. Find the volume of a cylinder if the radius is 10 cm and the height, not heights, and the height is 16 centimeters. So again, to get the volume of a cylinder, you get the area of the circle first. And we get the area of the circle by getting the pi r squared. So that is the area of the circle. Now, after getting the area of the circle, we're just going to multiply it by the height, which is 16 cm. Okay? So let us answer pi here. Let's just substitute directly. You substitute 3.14 times the radius, which is 10 squared. Ayan. So we have 3.14 100 times 100. Ayan. Okay. Now, when you multiply zeros to a decimal number, you just move the decimal number and how many zeros are there. Kung 1 lang yung kauban, 1 lang yung accompaniment ng 0. So we're just going to move how many zeros are there, 2. So you're just going to move to the right. So you have 314 centimeter squared as the area. Ito na yung area. Now, to get the volume, you multiply the area to the height, which is, so the volume will be the area of the circle and the height. So area is 314 square centimeters times 16 centimeters. Now, you're just going to multiply 314 times 16. Oh, may sumagot na ba? 64? 64 was the answer for the first question. So, how about this second question? 24, 8, 18. Now, 314. Just add 12, 10, 5, 0, 2, 4. So we have 5,024 cubic centimeters as the volume of the problem in number 2. So sa volume, we have 3 as its power. 5,024 centimeters square. Oh, Ma'am Jessa, that your answer is correct, but the unit is wrong. Why? For getting the volume, it always is denoted with the power of 3. So that is cubic, not square. But the answer is correct. 5,024. Okay? Cubic pala. Okay. Yes, Andressa. It's okay. Okay lang po maging tanga ngayon. But wag lang sa kanya. Char. Okay. Wag lang sa actual exam. Okay lang po yun. But you need to always, you have to be aware. You have to be aware. Oh my gosh, I'm being careless. Oh, I should not be careless. I have to be careful. Ayan. Next, we have the laws of exponent. Now, let us study or learn why, bakit si area nagiging square, tapos si volume nagiging cube. Okay? Now, we're going to learn that in the laws of exponent. Again, si exponent, yun yung power. How many times you multiply a number by itself. Okay? Like for example, a square. So you multiply that number twice. Now for the cube, you multiply that number three times. Okay, so we have the laws of exponents simplify the multiplication and division operations and help to solve the problems easily. For exponents, it is an expression that consists of a repeated power of multiplication of the same factor, and that is called as power exponent or indices. So used to show repeated multiplication of a number by itself. For example, 3 to the power of 4. How is that in standard form? In standard form, what is the answer? Can you show me the standard form of 3 to the fourth power? Ano ba yung standard form? Yun yung how many times you multiply that number. In, like, in simple form, like no exponent. Ayan. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Ayan. There's no exponent. You multiply the 3 4 times. But in exponential form, to make the math easier, so you don't have to do this to make 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. You just simply put exponent or power to that number. How many times? 4. So you just add 4. Yes, very good, Ma'am Jessa. Yung top 1 student ko ngayon, si Ma'am Jessa. Okay, how about the 10 to the 5th power? That means 5 times you multiply the 10. Uy, wrong! Oh my gosh. Ano ba to? Not 5 times 5 times 5. Hindi yung exponent yung i-multiply mo. Oh, this is wrong, ha? Everyone, don't copy this. Okay, so ano ba yung dapat? Can you show me? How do you make 10 to the 5th power in its standard form? Oh, wrong to, ha? Okay. So, honestly, I'm not the one making my PPT. I was requesting my sister to make this for me. Kaya may mga mali talaga. Oh, yan! Ma'am Norshaw. Is this, no, ma'am. Sir Rick, Sir John. Hi, Sir John. Welcome to my live. This is your first time here, right? So 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. That's correct. Okay. And next, rules of exponent. Product rule. Product means it is a multiplication. Okay, so this says that to multiply two exponents with the same base, you keep the base and add the powers. Do you remember adding integers with negative signs or anything? Let's not relate it with this one because it will just make you confused. Okay, so you're just, for example, we have a to the power of m times a to the power of n is equal to, keep the base which is a, the a will not change. So you're just going to add m plus n. So kaya pala, nung minultiply natin si 4cm times 4cm, nasan si base dito? Ito si base, si cm. Okay? So we have 4 times 4. 4 here is the numerical coefficient. So we have 16 cm. You keep the base which is cm. Tapos i-add mo yung exponent nila. So ano ba yung exponent ng cm? 1. 1. So 1 plus 1, that is 2. Okay? So we have 16 cm squared. That's why pala, teacher Tala. That's why when you get the area, because you multiply units, 2 units together, that's why you get a square. For perimeter, you do not multiply, right? You only add. When you add, there is no change of exponent. So that's why you will still have cm. as its answer. For area, we have two units multiplied together, so you've got square centimeters. For volume, you multiply three units. That's why you get cm or cubic cm. Okay, so that is why you get cubic for volume, square for area, and one exponent for perimeter. Okay, so m and n here are real numbers. Next, we have, for example, what is the simplification of 5 to the power of 5 times 5 to the power of 1? So, itong number na to, if you're going to um, take the actual exam, walang 1 na ilalagay dito. Just 5. But it's already understandable in math na may exponent na 1 yan. So every number, every variable na walang dala-dala exponent, walang visible na exponent, it actually has a 1 as an exponent. Okay? Just like the variable x, there is no visible numerical coefficient, but it always has 1 as a numerical coefficient, 1 as its exponent, and over 1 as its denominator. Okay, so that is the math rule. Math rule that in every number, it always has this one. Okay, the invisible one. Okay. So now, what is the simplification of 5 to the power of 5 times 5 to the power of 1, or times 5? The answer is, you just keep the base, which is 5, and add the exponent, 5 plus 1. So that will be 5 plus 1. So the answer is 5 to the 6th power. Okay, so that is the simplification of our exponential form. Ayan, 5 to the 6th power. Next, what is the simplification of negative 6 to the power of negative 4 times negative 6 to the power of negative 7? Okay, everyone. Ma'am Abigail, Ma'am Claire, Ma'am Jessa, Sir Norshaw, Sir John, I'm just going to call you Sir John. Okay, can you give me the simplification of the problem number 2? Okay, answer is? The answer is? So, that means you just keep the base, which is negative 6, and you're going to add negative 4 plus negative plus negative 7. And since they have the same signs, you just add. Asnia Guru, that's 725. Okay. So you simplified without the exponent. Okay, that's also correct. Negative 6, and that will be negative 11. So you need to put this in a parenthesis. Why? Because if you're just going to write negative 6 to the power of negative 11, that means that only the 6 is raised to the power of negative 11. Okay? So for example, I'm going to give you an example how why is it important to put parentheses. For example, we have negative 2 squared. What's the answer? Negative 2 squared, that is negative 4. But if you're going to write negative 2 and enclose it in a parenthesis and then square it, the answer will be positive 4. Why? Because here, the solution is negative 2 times 2. So, meaning pala, si 2 lang yung in-square. Kaya, the answer is negative 4. Well, for this one, this means that negative 2 times negative 2. Kaya, positive 4. Same signs, positive. Ayan. So that's why you need to be careful in choosing the choices. Kasi baka si CSE, ititest yung katangahan mo, di ba? Because minsan talaga, nakakatanga talaga yung math. Kaya you need to be careful at all times. 725. Mom, as Nia Guro, how did you get the 725? Wait, I'm going to use calculator to get. Negative 11. Negative 6 times. Wait, I think 725, ma'am, is not. How did you get 725, ma'am? And also, we have a rule here if our exponent is negative. Paano po ba yan i-solve? Okay? So, malalaman po natin yan for the next slides. We have here solution. O, ayan. So, negative 4, ina-add kay negative 7. So we have here the quotient rule. So quotient rule is the answer of dividing two numbers. So this says that to divide two exponents with the same base, you keep the base and add the powers. Odd ba? This is similar to reducing fractions. Not odd. In multiplying, you add, but in dividing, you subtract. Okay, I'm going to check. Anong nag-add man ni si ate? Subtract. So, in multiplying, you add. In dividing, you subtract. Okay? Don't forget that. So, this is similar to reducing fractions. When you subtract the powers, put the answer in the numerator or denominator, depending on where the higher power was located. If the higher power is in denominator, but the difference in the denominator and vice versa, put the difference in the denominator and vice versa. This will help avoid negative exponents. Negative exponents. So, but don't worry, we have a slide there, a specific slide for that in dealing negative exponents. Okay, for example, we have equation a to the power of m over a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m minus n. Okay, so where a is a non-zero and m and n are integers. For example, okay, you subtract. Find the value when 10 raised to the power of negative 5 is divided by 10 to the power of negative 3. Find the value. You just subtract. So just keep the base, which is 10, and then negative 5 minus negative 3. And that will be 10, negative 5, 3. So 10, negative 2. The answer is 10 to the power of negative 2. We have the solution? Ayan. 10 to the power of negative 2. Okay. And 10 to the power of negative 2 is equal to 1 over 100. Or that will be 0.1. Wait. 0.01. Negative 2. Okay. 0, 1. 2 places from the 1. Okay. So we have here the rules, another rules of exponent, the power rule. This says that to raise a power to a power, you need to multiply the exponent values. Okay, we have here another example. So if a to the power of m is raised to the power of n, so the answer will be you multiply m and n. Okay, so that will be a to the power of m times n. So you will not add them. You multiply. For example, express 8 to the power of 3 as a power with base 2. Oh, so you're going to rewrite this as with using a base of 2. So paano ba yan? So you're going to express it in exponential form with base 2. You will not use 8. So 8 is to the power of 3 will become 2 to the power of what? Paano ba yan? Okay, answer? So, first, kunin muna natin ang factor ng 8. So, which is, wala munang exponent. Okay? So, let's erase the exponent first. So, this is 2 times 2 times 2, right? That is 8. Or, in exponent form, that is 2 raised to the power of 3. Now, because it's 8 to the power of 3, that will become, i-factor na natin si 8. So that will be 2 to the power of 3. In-close natin to parentheses, tapos we're going to multiply it with, or raise it to the power of 3. So that will be our solution. Now, what will happen? So you will not add 3 plus 3. Instead, you will multiply them. 2 to raise to the power of 3 times 3. 3 times 3, which is 2 to the power of 9. 2 to the power of 9. And this is the answer. Express 8 to the power of 3 as a power with base 2. Using the base of 2, express 8 to the power of 3 in exponential form. And we have 2 to the power of 9. Okay, questions? Questions, everyone? Do you have questions? No questions. Okay. Now another example. Evaluate the quantity of 2 to the power of 3 raised to the power of 4. What's the answer? The answer is 2 to the power of 12. Sir John, that is correct. And 2 to the power of 12 is equal to 4,096. Now we have here the zero exponent rule. Again, if a number has an exponent of 0, even if it is 6-digit number, 7, 8, millions, it always, the value of it is equal to 1. So a to the exponent of 0 is equal to 1. This says that anything raised to the 0 power is 1. For example, 1 with 0 power is equal to 1. 5 with 0 power is equal to 1. 1 million with 0 power is equal to 1. 50 with 0 power is equal to 1. Ayan. Okay. Next, we have negative exponent rule. Okay, so this is what I was telling you about earlier. So earlier, we've been solving negative exponent kanina, di ba? Now we're going to make them positive. So when you're going to solve them, so you need to express them in positive sign. So how are you going to do that? So this is just the formula. If the exponent is negative, we can change the exponent into positive by writing the same value in the denominator and the numerator holds the value 1. So for example, earlier we have negative 6 to the power of negative 11, right? So we had this value earlier. So in making this positive or in making the exponent positive, you're just going to write the same value, which is negative 6, as the denominator. Ayan. And put of course, the power, the exponent, which is 11, and that is now positive. Now you're just going to put 1 as the numerator. So that will be 1 over negative 6. Of course, don't forget the parentheses to the power of positive 11. So, ganyan na ang mangyayari for our exponent, negative exponent. Magiging positive na siya. Ayan. Example. Find the value of 2 to the power of negative 2. Find the power of 2 to the power of negative 2. The answer is the answer is 1/4. Ayan ang mangyayari. So, 2 to the power of negative 2 will become 1 over. So, you just copy without the negative sign. So, 2 to the power of 2, tapos yung numerator niya is 1. And 2 squared is equal to 4. So, yan, 1/4. 2 to the power of negative 2 is equal to 1/4. Next, another example. Ayan, ito. I-solve niyo po to. Simplify x to the power of 10, y to the power of 12 over x to the power of 7, y to the power of 20. Okay. I'm gonna wait for your answers. The answer is, everyone? Ma'am Abigail, you answer po, since you're watching. Ma'am Cherry, Ma'am Jonah, everyone, you participate because we are doing this. Treat this as we are studying as a group. Okay? So, you have to answer. You have to participate. Answer. Huwag po kayong matakot kung magkamali po kayo since this is not the actual exam. But mas matakot po kayo kung sa actual exam na po kayo magkamali. The answer is, hindi niyo po ba alam? Okay, I'm going to give you a hint. You only combine like terms. Ano ba yung combine like terms? Combine like terms. Meaning you perform the operations only with the same terms. Like terms. Like terms or similar terms. Similar terms. So here we have x to the power of 10, y to the power of 12 over x to the power of 7, y to the power of 20. So that is x to the power of 10, y to the power of 12 over x to the power of 7, y to the power of 20. So, meaning sa combined like terms, ma'am, paano nakuha yung 2 raised to the power of 3? Kinopya na po ba yung sa 8 raised to the power of 3? Okay, so ma'am Asnia, good question po. So, how did we get earlier? I think that was the earlier question. Kanina yung express 8 to the power of 3 as a power with a base of 2. Okay? So, yung 2 to the power of 3 natin was from 8. Finactor natin si 8 using the base of 2 kasi yun yung gusto niya, 'di ba? Sabi niya, express 8 to the power of 3 as a power with the base of 2, with a base of 2. So meaning hindi natin gagamitin si 8. Hindi na natin gagamitin si 8 kasi ang gusto niya 2 yung gagamitin natin. But we are not going to eliminate directly 8. So what are we going to do is factor the 8 first. So how many 2's are there in 8? So we have 2 times 2 times 2, right? So that is 8. That is 8, right? Now to make this an exponential form, we get 2 to the power of 3. Now, because there is still an exponent from the 8, so we're going to multiply that because 2 to the power of 3 is just the same as you say 8, right? Now you're just going to raise it to the power of 3. It just happens that they have the same power, huh? But if this is 4, so that is raised to the power of 4. So that's why you get 2 to the power of 3, and then you're going to multiply the two exponents. So 3 times 3, 9. Okay, if it is a power, you're not going to add, you're going to multiply. But if it's only two terms with exponents, so you add the two exponents. So again, I hope it's already clear, Ma'am Asnia. Hindi po siya kinopya, kinuha po natin yung factors using the 2, the factor of 8. Okay, now combine like terms. Ano ba yung similar dito? Si x sa numerator tapos si x sa denominator, si y sa numerator tapos si y sa denominator. Sila yung like terms. They have the same variable. Okay, so si x yung i-combine natin, tapos yung dalawang y naman yung i-combine. So magiging x 10 minus 7 and y 12 minus 20. So the answer will be x to the power of 3 and y to the power of negative 8. Now to express that without a negative exponent, that will be x to the power of 3 over y to the power of 8, and that will be the answer. So the answer is x to the power of 3 over y to the power of 8. But if you're going to, kung gusto niyo pong diretso yung pagsagot niyo, so you just, ayan ha, ikakopy ko muna yung given. Yan. So, magiging x to the power of 10 minus x to the power of 7, divided by x to the power of 7. So, nasan yung bigger exponent? Nasa numerator. So, dito kayo mag-answer. So, x to the power of 3. 10 minus 7, it's 3. Now, y to the power of 12 divided by y to the power of 20. Nasan yung bigger exponent? Nasa ilalim. Kaya dito kayo mag-answer. Dito kayo sumagot. Now, that is 20 minus 12, that is 8. So, ayan. Diretso na. You don't need to. But, kung comfortable po kayo sa way na ito, you can still do this way. So, anyways, basta tama yung sagot. Tama yung solution niya. That is combining like terms. Okay. We have the next. Rules of exponent. Another rule, we have the fractional exponent rule. So there are also variables or like variables ba? Yung mga numbers na may fraction as exponent. For example, if the exponent is in the fractional form, the fractional exponent rule is given by, we have here a to the power of 1 over n. So the exponent is in fraction form, 1 over n. So how are you going to do that? You're going to simplify it as the radical. We're going to use the radical a, and we have here the nth root of a. The nth root of a, tapos yung exponent niya will be 1. Ayan. Yung numerator, ito yung numerator. Tapos, si denominator, yun yung nth root. Ayan, si denominator, siya ang nth root. Ano ba yung nth root, Miss Tala? So, for example, we have 8 to the power of 1/2. So, meaning, si 2 will be the square root. It will be a square root of 8 to the power of 1. Ayan. Square root of 8, that will be, so you don't need to put 2 for square root because this one is already understandable that there is 2 there. So we have here 4 times 2. And square root of 4 is 2. Now, maiiwan si other 2. So 8 is equal to 8, and 1/2 is equal to 2 square root of 2. That's the answer. Okay, so that is just how you simplify numbers with fractional exponent. Si denominator yung nth root, tapos si numerator yung exponent niya. Okay, questions po? No questions. Now we have example. Okay, simplify 4 to the exponent or raised to the power of 1/2. 4 to the power of 1/2. What's the answer? The answer is choo choo. Choo choo. It's wala nang sumasagot. Ayan, ano nang nangyayari sa kanila? Sir John, Ma'am Mary Grace, Ma'am Cherry, Ma'am Asnia? Ma'am Asnia, are you still answering po? Okay? The answer is? The answer is 2. 2 yung answer. Why? Because you're just going to get the square root of 4. Since the denominator is 2, it will be located here and 1 here. So that will be square root of 4 is 2. The answer is 2. Okay, another example. Simplify 5 to the power of negative 3. So this was a problem in negative exponent rule. What's the answer? The answer is 5 with a positive exponent. You just over it. With you just use 1 as its numerator. So that will be 5 times 5, 25 times 5, 125. 1 over 125. Next, we have the discount. So discount interest, they are also favorite topics of CSE. So business mathematics or mathematics used by commercial enterprises to record and manage business operations. Commercial organizations use mathematics in accounting, inventory management, marketing, sales, forecasting, and financial analysis. So we have here the basic terms for discount. The first one is profit. If the selling price is more than the cost price. So that is what you aim for when you do business. You have to get profits. Next, number 2 is loss. If the selling price is less than the cost price. Yun yung bankruptcy, di ba? Yung kapag magpa-file ng bankruptcy yung isang kumpanya, yung mga products niya was being sold at a very low price. We have here the third term is a discount, the reduced amount in the selling price of a product. So the selling price was being reduced and the rate of the reduction of the selling price is what you call as the discount. Next is the simple interest. Interest which is counted against the capital amount or the portion of the main amount that remains unpaid. Simple interest, I think this is for loans. Ayan, yung kapag hihiram ka ng pera tapos may 3% na interest, you multiply the 3% to the 10,000 na hiniram mo, tapos i-add mo yan sa 10,000. So, yun yung interest. Yun yung, I think, yun yung profit. Yun yung profit. Kasi yung cost price is 10,000. So, more than that is the profit. Next is the compound interest. It is the investment rate that increases exponentially. Okay, so we have here the concept of discount. Calculating the discount is one of the most useful mathematical skills. So the basic way to calculate the discount is to multiply the original price by the decimal form of the given percentage rate. To calculate the sale price of any item, we need to subtract the discount from the original price. So for example, when you go to a supermarket and you found a sofa that you really like, so it was sold originally at 20,000. Pero masyadong mahal. Kaya bumalik ka bukas kasi sabi nila magpo-promo sila. Now, bukas may nilagay na 50% discount. Wow! So how much yung selling price na lang? 'Di ba? Yung sale price niya. So, you're just going to multiply 20,000 times 50%, which is 10,000, and now you minus the 10,000 from the original price, which is 20,000, and you still get 10,000. So 10,000 yung discounted price niya. Okay? So we have here types of discount. We have trade discount. Ano ba yung trade discount? Ito yung discount na binibigay ng supplier to the retailers. So hindi directly sa consumers. So like for example, okay, supplier ng bigas. So, magkukontak ako ng supplier ko. So, the supplier will give me the price of each sack of rice lower than the selling price in the market. No, so we have here it's offered by the distributor to the retailer and not to the end customer. So we have here the quantity discount. Yun yung mga bundles. Na for example, yung pangmaramihan yung mga yung tinda na ititinda mo. Maybe ititinda or i-consume lang. So, but pang maramihan yung binibili mo, kaya you will also have a discount. So, if a customer buys a product in large numbers, then quantity discounts are offered. So, we have also a promotional discount. Ito yung sinabi ko kanina na nag-promo sila. Nag-promo yung sofa na gusto mo ng 50%. But, okay, promotional discount, it is offered when a new product is to be promoted or if a stock clearance is to be done. Okay, so we have these types of discount. Now let's have an example. We have number one. If the list price of a product is 1,500 and there is a 20% discount on it, calculate the price at which the customer can buy the product. Okay? So, meaning pala dito, yung list price is yung original price niya. Original price. So, the list price is 1,500. Now, it is on promo, which is 20%. Now, how much na lang yung babayaran ni customer for that product? Okay? Can you solve? What's the answer? Ito yung mga mahilig sa mag-shopping, mahilig sa grocery. Mag-shopping. Any kind of shopping, grocery shopping, clothing shopping, or ano pa. You really know how to multiply or to calculate this, right? So, magkano na lang yung babayaran mo? 1,200. Sir John, that's correct. Wow, okay. So list price 1,500. Now the discount rate is 20%. So you just multiply. How much is 1,500 times 0.2? That is 300. Now, so hindi ang 300 yung answer directly. Bakit? Yun yung discounted. Yun yung discount, yun yung hindi mo na babayaran. But how much daw yung babayaran mo sa question? Kaya ayan, 300 yan, 'di ba? So si 300, ito yung discount mo. So 1,500 mag-minus ka or subtract mo ng 300, so that will be 1,200. Ito na lang yung babayaran mo. Ang tawag dito is the discounted price. Discounted price. Yung 300, yun yung discount mo. Discounted price. Okay, Ma'am Jessa, Sir John, your answer is correct. Now we have the discount rate. How to get the discount rate? Kanina discount price yung kinuha natin, di ba? Now, ngayon, you're going to get the discount rate. When the price of an item is reduced and sold, it means a discount has been offered. When the price reduced is expressed as a percentage. For example, how to get the discount rate. To calculate the discount, you must have the list price or the marked price and the selling price of the product you're buying. So kanina we have 1,500 as the selling price, as the list price, and 1,200 as the selling price or the discounted price. So how to get the discount rate? So you're just going to minus 1,500 minus 1,200 to get the discount, which is 300. Tapos, i-divide mo siya sa original price, which is 1,500. And you will get percent. Okay? Did you get it? So that is how you get the discount rate. If the list price We have here an example. May example pala tayo dito. Okay. Can you answer this, everyone? Ayan. If the list price of a mini dictionary is 150 pesos and 30 pesos discount is offered in the mini dictionary, the discount percentage or discount rate is, what's the answer? Okay, again. So, si selling price natin, si list price natin, which is 150. Tapos, si discounted price natin, subtract lang natin yan from 150. So, that's 30. So, we have 120. Now, 120 divided by the list price, which is 150. Ayan, si 120, divide mo kay 150, that will be no. 30 pesos is the discount. So, si discount yung discount natin is 30. Hindi siya yung discounted price. Again, ang i-minus mo lang is yung discounted price. And since this is not, 30 is not the discounted price, but it is the discount, so you just directly divide 30 from 150. Kasi siya na yung discount natin. Okay, so that is 30 divided by 150. The answer is still, again, the answer is 20%. Paano nga kunin yung fraction, yung percent from fraction? You divide 100 divided by 150. That is 1,000. 100 divided by 150. That is 15. So 15 times 460 times 6. Ayan, 6, 30, 90. 10, that's another 10. Repeating decimal pala siya. So, 0.67 times 13 na yan. 0, 21, 18, 20. 20 point something kapag mag-repeating decimal. But, if you're just going to divide it, makukuha mo siya without the decimal, without decimals. So, just cancel natin si 0 para smaller numbers yung gagamitan natin. So, you just add 0.0, 30, and that will be 0.2. 0.2. Now, multiply it with 100 to make it a percent, which is 20%. Okay, correct akong answer. Akong gidelete kay nahadlok ko. Ma'am Asnia, it's okay. Huwag po kayong matakot, ma'am. Okay lang po magkamali. Kasi nagpa-practice pa tayo. And also, mas i-recommend ko pong magkamali po kayo kasi para mas matandaan ninyo. If you're going to, after this live, tapos ibabalikan nyo po kung ano yung mga natutunan nyo, you will remember first the item or the problems that you made a mistake. unlike yung nakuha mo ng madalian, yung sagot, mas maaalala mo yung nagkamali kayo kesa yung nasagutan nyo ng tama. Okay? So, Ma'am Asnia, don't be scared po. We are very open here for mistakes. Kahit ako nga, nagkakamali ako dito. Okay? So, I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. So, we are working towards perfection. But sino ba yung perfect dito? Okay? So, Ma'am Asnia, I suggest you answer. Kahit hindi kayo sigurado, but you are trying your best. Okay, Ma'am Jessa, correct. 20% is correct. So we have here, the next one is the simple interest. O, ito na yung utang-utang. Sino ba yung hilig sa utang dito? Okay? So, kapag mangutang kayo, yung inuutang nyo na yung amount na inuutang ninyo, matutubuan yan. So, yung tubo, yun yung tawag na simple interest. Yun yung tubo. For example, 10,000. Tapos may tubo na 3%. Ano ba yung 3% ng 3? Magkano ba yung 3% ng 10,000? Ayan. 10,000 times 300. So, yung simple interest mo, yung tubo is 300. Yung simple interest is 10,300. Okay? So, with the tubo na. With the tubo, that is your simple interest. Okay? So, simple interest is when interest is only charged on principal. That is the original amount of the debt or investment. Okay raw magkamali, Ma'am. Uy, at least we try. That's correct, Ma'am Jessa. Good mindset. Positive mindset, positive attitude will get positive results. Okay? So, Ma'am Sarah Jane, welcome to our live. Okay, we have here the definition of terms in simple interest. We have, of course, the simple interest. Interest that is computed on the principal and then added to it. So, just like what we did, 10,000 yung inutang mo, 3% yung interest, which is 300. Now, you add 300 to the original amount, which is 10,000, and you get 10,300. That is the simple interest. Okay? Yun yung babayaran mo lahat with the interest. Now, the interest is amount paid or earned for the use of money, which is the 300. Yun yung 300, yun yung tubo. Okay? So, yun yung tubo, the interest. The simple interest is 10,300. Yung interest is 300. Okay, next. The term. So, yung money pala na inuutang mo, may length of time. Yung may limit pala siya sa time. Hindi pwedeng, okay, mangutang ako sa'yo ha, tapos kung kailan ko gustong magbayad, yun na, kung kailan ko gusto magbayad, kung kailan ako magkakapera, yun, doon na ako magbabayad. Hindi pwede yun, okay? So, may limit yan. Like, okay, ito, tangin mo to, pero isang buwan lang. Magbayad ka na. Hindi pwedeng ganun, ha? Yung, wala pa akong pera, ba't ka na, saan nang nanukot sa Tagalog? Ba't ka na naniningil? Wala pa akong pera, wala pa akong trabaho. Mamaya na kapag magkakapera ako. Hindi yan pwede. Okay, so time, the term is amount of time in years. Okay, so simple interest, we're not talking about months. We're talking about in years. The money is borrowed or invested. The length of time between the origin and the maturity dates. Okay, so sa simple interest, we're always talking about in years. Okay, wag sa month. So, principal, yun yung principal amount. Yun yung amount of money borrowed or invested on the origin date. So, si rate, yun yung annual rate. From the word annual, yearly. Okay? Usually in percent charged by the lender or rate of increase of the investment. Next is the maturity or the future volume. Amount after 3 years that the lender receives from the borrower on the maturity date. So, yun yung pinagkasunduan yung time kung kailan dapat mabayaran mo na lahat. Yun yung nang inutang mo. Lahat ng inutang mo. Okay, that's correct. Next, we have origin date or the loan date. Date on which money is received by the borrower. The maturity date is the date where you, parang deadline, yun yung maturity date. Okay, we have the borrower or debtor, yun yung nangungutang. Tapos, si lender or the creditor is yung nagpapautang. So we have here annual simple rate example. The formula is, always remember this is IPRT. IPRT. Sino si I? Ito yung simple interest. Ito yung interest mo. Si P is the principal amount. Yun yung inutang mo. 10,000, 20,000, ganon. Si rate, ito yung interest. Like the rate kung ilan dapat yung tutubuin. Or tubo. Ilan yung tubo. Ilang bahagi, ilang bahagdan ang tubo. Okay? So the T here denotes the time or the term in years So for example, kapag papauutangin, kung si Ma'am Jessa pauutangin ko ng 10,000. Tapos sabi ko, oy, Ma'am Jessa, 3 months lang yan Huwag mong palalagpasin ng 4 months. 3 months, mababayaran mo na dapat yan. So sa 3 months, when you get the simple rate, the simple interest, you're still going to divide it by 12. Bakit? Because you have to express it in years. So 3 over 12, kasi may 12 months in 1 year, so it should be 1/4. So it's 1/4. Why? Because this is the simplest form of 3 over 12. So the 1/4 of the years. So you have to, ayan, 10,000 yung pinautang ko kay Ma'am Jessa. Tapos may 3% na tubo, 0.03. Tapos, i-multiply mo pa sa 1/4. Kasi sabi ko, 3 buwan lang. Dapat mababayaran na niya. Ayan. So, you have to multiply this, all these amounts, all these numbers, and you will get the simple interest. Ano yung simple interest? Yun yung babayaran ni Ma'am Jessa sa akin. Dala na yung tubo, dala na yung principal amount, dala na lahat. Okay? So, yun yung babayaran. Okay? Do you want to compute it? Okay, we can compute it para mababayaran na ako ni Ma'am Jessa. I'm just kidding. Okay, 0.03. Of course, you just copy how many zeros are there in the the multiplier. No, the multiple. Is that correct? Ayan. 4 na zero, tapos i-copy mo lang si 3. And you count how many decimal places? That's 2. So 300. So 300. Tama ba? Okay. Tapos i-divide mo kay 4. Divide mo sa 4. From the 1/4. And that is the 4 times, 4, 9, 7, 28, 20. Tapos 5, 75. Ayan. Tama ba? 75 na lang. Hindi interest pa to. Interest pa tong mababayaran. Interest pa to I is equal to 7. Ito yung tubo. Ito pa yung tubo. So, ang babayaran ni ma'am sa akin is 10,000 plus 75. Hindi pa siya. Interest pa pala to. The simple interest. So, that is 10,075. Ito yung babayaran ni ma'am sa akin. Ayan. Ma'am Jessa, magbayad ka na. I'm just kidding. Okay, next po. We have here an example. A bank offers 0.5% annual simple interest for a particular deposit. How much interest will be earned if 2 million pesos is deposited in the savings account for 1 year? Ayan. Answer, please. Mag-answer kayo ha. Huwag po kayong nakikinig lang. Kasi si math, hindi po yan na-memorize. Okay? You have to really solve. Okay, what's the answer? Ang sabi niya is how much interest will be earned. Meaning, kapag i-multiply mo si principal amount, si time, or si term, tapos si rate, you will directly get the answer. Kasi si interest lang yung hinahanap niya. Hindi yung total na babayaran. Okay? So, what's the answer? Of course, don't forget our formula IPRT. IPRT. So we have the interest is equal to the principal amount, which is 2 million. 2M lang yung ilagay natin. Tapos times the rate, which is 0.5. And in decimal, that is 0.005. And times 1 year. 1 year or 1. Ayan. So, multiply natin. That will be 2 million times 0.005. Just copy. How many zeros are there? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kapag decimal yung number, wag po ninyong wag niyo pong apilon. Wag niyo pong isali yung zero sa decimal, ha? Only the whole number. Okay, so we have here 6 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tapos multiply 2 times 5, which is 10 million. Now you count how many decimal places, 1, 2, 3. So just crush the 3 zeros and you got 10,000 times 1. So that's still 10,000. So yung interest na kikitain in 1 year for the 2 million pesos is 10,000. That's the answer, 10,000. Ma'am, okay, si Ma'am Az niya hindi na talaga siya sumasagot. Ma'am, hindi po ako nangangagat ha. Hindi po ako na. Tapos si Ma'am Jessa din. I think Ma'am Jessa is friendly. Hindi po din siya nangangagat. If you have any questions, please ask it in our comment section. Okay, how to calculate the principal or the amount invested or borrowed? Okay, so ganito. Kung yung binibigay is the rate, tapos yung babayaran or the discount, paano mo kukunin yung principal amount? Okay, so this is how you do it. So since we have I equals PRT, right, as our formula for getting the interest, so now you're just going to divide RT para si P na lang si principal amount na lang yung maiiwan. Kaya makukuha mo na si principal amount. So, CI over rate times term. For example, when invested at an annual interest rate of 8%, the amount earned 11,500 of simple interest in 2 years. How much money was originally invested? So, ito yung interest. Ito yung kinita after 2 years. So, magkano pala in the interest rate of 8%? So, magkano pala yung money na ininvest originally? Okay, can you answer? Answer po kayo kung nasan man kayong sulok ng mundo. The answer is okay. We're going to solve. So while you are solving there, I'm also going to solve. And then we're going to compare our answers. So we have P is equal to, the interest is 11,500. Ito yung kinita ha. Hindi ito yung total na babayaran. Ito pa yung tubo. Ito pa yung interest na dapat bayaran. So the rate is 8% or 0.08 times 2 years. So we have 11,500 and we have 1.6. Hindi 1.6 but 0.16 kasi dalawang decimal places. Okay, and we have 11,500 divided by 0.16. So let us solve that. Okay, we have here, I'm going to make room for our solution. I'm going to erase this. $11,500 divided by 0.16. And since we cannot divide with a decimal divisor, so we're going to make that a whole number by moving the decimal point to the right by 2 places. Now, since we have moved 2 places, we're also going to add 2 zeros in our dividend. Now, we have 1,150,000 divided by 16, and that will be 7. 6 times 7, 42. Carry 4. 1 times 7, 7 plus 4, that's 11. Minus, you have 30. 30 divided by 16, so there's only 1. So 16 and 14. Carry, bring down 0, 140 divided by 16. So we have 16 times 712, and there's still 128, so that's 8. 128. We have 2, 12. 120, we have another 7. 112, 8. And bring down another 0. 80, that is 5. 16 times 5, that's 80. And you've got 71,875 as our principal amount. The original amount that was invested. Okay, so that's the answer, 71,875. Okay, Ma'am Aizel, Ma'am Sarah Jane, hello, welcome to our live. Mag-answer po kayo. So I welcome you to answer every word problems that we have here. Okay, how to calculate the rate? Okay, this time we're going to calculate the rate, and since again we have I is equal to PRT, so we're going to divide the other terms para si R na lang yung matira. So we're going to divide it by PT para si R na lang yung matira. So that will be cancel CT, cancel CP, cancel na. So that will be R is equal to I over PT. So this is how you generate formulas. Para hindi na po kayo maguguluhan. So you only need to memorize only one formula. And then you can already get other formulas using it. IPRT, the PBR. Do you still remember the PBR? IPRT, PBR, and the other and the likes. Okay, so now we have an example for the rate. If an entrepreneur applies for a loan amounting to 560,000 in a bank, the simple interest of which is 167,500 for 3 years, what interest rate is being charged? Okay. So, can you please answer? Okay, answer please. Now, of course, as you answer there, I'm also going to solve. And we're going to compare our answers if we have the same answer. Okay, so our principal amount is 560,000. So we have here R is equal to, so 560,000. Wala, nagkabati gid akong agi. Ito yung principal amount. We have to multiply this with how many years? So that's 3 years times 3. Now, what is the interest? That is 167,500. So rate is equal to 167,500. Hey, wag po kayong maguguluhan. Ay, ayaw mo kalabad-labad sa inyong ulo kay dagko ni ato ang mga numbers ha. Kay og kwarta pa ni sus. Sus ganahan siguro kayo mo mag-solve. Kung pera pa to, ang bilis niya sigurong mag-solve, mag-calculate. Okay? So just imagine that this is money, okay? Para mas ma-motivate po kayo mag-solve. Sino bang hindi gusto ng pera, di ba? Gusto ko ng pera. Sino ba dito ang hindi gusto ng pera? Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 times 3, 18, carry 1, 5 times 3, 15, 16, 168. Okay, 1,680,000. Now the rate is equal to, you're going to divide 167,500 divided by 1,680,000. Sige, you have to practice computing or solving big numbers para mahasa si brain. Okay, I'm going to make room for my solution. Hindi na i-erase. Ayan. Ayan. May room na tayo. Now, we have to divide 167,500 divided by 1,680,000. Ayan. So, how many zeros ba ang kapareho nila? Dalawa. So, you crush the 2 zeros. Crush it. Okay? So, we have 1,675. Para mas smaller number na lang yung i-divide natin. Tapos, we have 16,800. Now, we can proceed to division. So, we have 1,675, 1,675, and that's 16. So, we need to add 0. Yan. So, 16,750 divided by 16,800. Uy, that is still another 0. Another 0 pa rin. So, we need to put 0 here. Kasi 0. Now, we have 167,500 divided by 16,800. We could write 9 here because the earlier was really close to the divisor. So 16,800 divided by 9. So 0, 0, 72. 6 times 9, 54, plus 7, 61, 15. 151,200. Okay. 151,200. Okay, minus. That is 1,6,300. 16,300. Now, another 9 para makuha natin si 1,500 pa rin. 1,500, 1,200. Kasi may 0 pala. You need to add 0. Ayan. So, we get 0, 0, 10, that's 8, 2, that's 1, 1. 11,800. So we have 7. Let's multiply this with 7. So that is 16,800 multiplied by 7. 0, 0, 56. 6 times 7, 42, 47, 11. 11,000, 117,600. So we need to add 0. 1, 2, 3, 0. 0. So 117,600. Oh, up to 4 decimal places lang tayo, okay? So that's 0, 0, 4, okay, 400. So we have 0.0997. Now, to make it a rate, we need to multiply it with 100 para mag-percent na siya. Erase natin. So, magiging 9.97%. Okay. So, pareho po ba tayo ng sagot? Did everyone answer? Ma'am Aizal, Ma'am Jessa, Ma'am Aznia, Sir John? Okay, do you have the same answer po? 9.97%? Okay, now how to calculate the time? Of course, from the formula IPRT, so you just divide P and R para si T na lang yung maiwan. So, cancel PR. So, T is equal to I over PR. Ayan. Example. How long will a principal earn an interest equal to half of it at 10% simple interest? How long will a principal earn an interest equal to half of it at 10%? Okay, so we have here the principal. Let us assign X as the principal amount. Principal, okay? Now, the interest earned is half of the principal. So that will be 1/2 X or X over 2. Kasi si principal si X divided by 2, ito yung interest. So, for example, kung 10,000 yung principal amount, how many years daw ang kakailangan or tatagalin para makakuha ng kalahati ng 10,000? Makakatubo ng kalahati ng 10,000, which is 5,000 at 10% interest. So, and the interest natin is yung rate natin is 10%. So, meaning, si time is equal to, interest is X over 2 over, si P is X, tapos si 10%. Ayan. So, sa question natin, sa word problem natin is, walang given na number, only the 10%. So, what you're going to do is you have to assign. You assign variables. Okay, so what we did is we assigned x as the principal amount, tapos yung interest is the half of the principal. So that's x over 2. So we have the time is equal to x over 2 times 1 over the 10% is 0.1x, right? Now, i-cancel na natin si x. Kasi they are one factor. So that's 1 1 and then magiging 1 over 0.2. Magkano ba ang 1 over 0.2? So you divide 1 divided by 0.2, and since our divisor is a decimal, we need to make it a whole number. Tapos we have to add how many places. So that is 10 divided by 2, which is 5. So it needs 5 years. It takes 5 years for an interest. It takes 5 years. Paano ba yun sasabihin? It will take 5 years for the interest to hindi ko it will take 5 years for the principal amount to earn half of its value at 10% simple annual interest rate. So 5 years yung kakailanganin para makuha yung half of the principal amount. So that is how you get the time. Even if without given numbers. Kahit wala yung given numbers, no, nakuha natin yung time. Okay? So you just have to understand the problem. Next, how to calculate the maturity value or the future value. So ito na yung total na babayaran. Okay? So kasi earlier, we were solving only the interest, yung tubo lang. So itong maturity value or future value, ito yung babayaran mo lahat na after the deadline. Hindi after the deadline, on the deadline. Okay? So F is equal to maturity. F is equal to P plus the interest. So you just add the interest, magkano yung tubo, tapos i-add mo sa principal amount. So for example, there is another formula. So you just have to 1 plus RT. So 1 here will be the principal amount plus the RT. Okay. Example. Find the maturity value if 2 million pesos is deposited in a bank at an annual simple interest of 50%, 0.50% after 5 years. Kung 2 million yung i-deposit, tapos may 0.5%. 0.5 ba yun? Okay. 0.5% after 5 years. Magkano yung lahat ng money mo sa bangko? Hindi lang yung tubo, ha? Yung money na, yung pera mo na after 5 years. Ilan na lahat? Magkano na lahat? Okay? So, first, we're going to get the interest, which is I is equal to PRT. So, interest is equal to, the principal amount is 2M times the rate of 0.005 times 5 years. So you just multiply everything, that is 10M times 0.005. So that will be 50M Tapos may tatlong, so that will be, okay, gagawin na nating zerong si M. So si M has 6 zeros. So 1, 50, 50 yan kanina, di ba? 50M. So ayan, 50 million. Tapos, 1, 2, 3. Okay, crash natin. So, si interest is 50,000. So, 50,000 yung interest. Now, we get the future value or the maturity value, which is P plus the T. Plus the T. So, we have 2 million plus, anong T? I. Ito yung interest. Which is 50,000. So, magiging 2,050,000. So, this will be the total money you will have in the bank after 5 years. 2,050,000. Tama ba? Do you have the same answer? 2,050,000? Okay, Mom Joy, hi, good afternoon. Okay, now let's go to the next. Speed, distance, and time. So we have D is equal to ST. So si D is the distance, si S is speed, si time is the time. Si T is time. So si distance, ito yung 150 km per hour. Ayan. 150 km per hour, 60 km per hour. Oh, ayan. Ito yung distance. My unit, tapos my time. Ayan. Ito ba yun? D is equal to distance. Ayan. Next, si speed naman, ito yung 60 kilometer, 50 kilometers, 30 kilometers. Tapos si time is the, 2 hours. Okay, ito yung mga time. So, yan yun. Kapag sinasabi mong, ilan yung speed na sa pagpapatakbo mo. So, kapag sinabi mong speed lang, sabihin mo 30 kilometers. 50 kilometers. Pero pag sinabing the distance, kapag distance yung tanong, you will have the kilometer per hour, meter per second, ganon. Okay? So we have this formula. Distance is equal to speed times time. Distance is equal to speed times time. Or in getting the speed, you just divide t, right? Divided by t. So, magiging d over t. Now, in getting the time, that will be distance over speed. Okay, next, the speed conversion. We have 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So, you just multiply the speed by 1,000. If kilometer per hour to meter per second, you just multiply the speed by 1,000 and divide by 60 times 60, which is 360, or directly multiply by 5 over 18. So I'm just going to give you an example, because that is a little hard to understand, difficult to understand. So that is, okay, for example, what is the speed of the horse in meters per second that runs a distance of 1.2 miles in 2.4 minutes? So this is what's difficult. Kasi kapag gusto niya ang meters per second, but yung given is a different unit, you still have to know yung conversion niya. So like how many miles are there in meters, diba? So I have also prepared here a table. So here we have 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. Now, how many foot are there in meters. So we also have 1 foot is equal to 0.30 meters, or 3,048 10,000ths. Okay, so now we can already solve this. So first, we're going to convert the distance 1.2 miles in 2.4 minutes. So we're going to convert 1.2 miles first in meters. So how are you going to do that? So you're going to write down all the conversions. So we have here 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. So that's feet. Now, 1 foot is equal to 0.30 meters. Now, you have already arrived to meters. Okay? So now, we can already convert that. How? So you just write 1.2 miles times, you multiply that with ito. So, how to remove the miles? How to cancel the miles? So, dapat si miles nasa denominator para ma-cancel natin. Ayan, cancel si miles. So, si 5 to 50 nasa ibabaw. 5 to 80 feet. Now, to cancel the feet, we need to put the foot unit sa ilalim. So, magiging 1 foot is equal to, nasa ibabaw si meters, 0.3048 meters. Kaya, ang maiiwan na lang is si meters. So, we are going to multiply all of them. So, I'm going to use calculator para mas madali kasi it's already 5:30. So, 1.2 times 5 to 80 times 0.3048. So, that is 1,931, up to two decimal places lang tayo. So that is 1,931.21 meters. Ayan. So ayan, nandito na, kuha na natin yung speed. Now, we're going to convert 2.4 minutes to seconds. Now, we have here 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So that's the, yan, nakuha na natin yung unit na gusto natin, yung goal natin. So we can already convert that. So we're just going to multiply 2.4 minutes times, para ma-cancel si minute, we have to put the minute here sa denominator. Yan, cancel na siya. Tapos si 60 seconds, babaw. Now we can already multiply. 2.4 times 60, that is 144 seconds. Okay, so we have already arrived to our distance, our desired units, meters and seconds. Now we are going to write them down in distance is equal to speed times time, right? Now we have 1931.21 to 144 seconds. Okay, let's check. Ito na ba yun? What is the speed of a horse? So, ayan. Ito. So, we are going to, the speed is equal to distance over time. The speed is equal to Hindi pala distance, yung speed pala natin yung kukunin. Nagbalid ito ko ganiha. So, yung distance pala, yun yung time. Kaya pala, yung speed dapat is yun yung may unit over the time. So, speed is equal to distance over time. So, yung kukunin natin, hindi yung distance, yun yung speed. Okay? So, nabali. Okay, nabaliktad ko po. So, that will be 1931.21 meter divided by 144. Okay? Tingnan natin. Divided 0.21 divided by 144. So that is, the speed is 13.41 meter per second. Again, nabaliktad ko po yung distance and speed. Si distance, yun yung length. Si speed, yun yung ilang length ang na-cover within that time. Okay? So, dapat si speed may meter per second, kilometer per hour, while si distance, yun yung meters lang, kilometers, miles, tapos si time is the minutes, the seconds, ganon. So, that is the answer. 13.41 meter per second is the speed of the horse, running 1.2 miles in 2.4 minutes. Now, another example. A truck covers 210 kilometer in 3 hours. Find the speed in kilometer per hour and in meter per second. Oh my gosh. So you need to convert them in kilometer per hour and in meter per second. So this is just so easy to get the kilometer per hour kasi it's already, our unit is already in kilometer and in hour. So speed is equal to, you just divide 210 divided by kilometer divided by 3 hours. That is the speed. So divided, that will be 70 kilometer per hour. That is the answer for here. Now, to find the meter per second, we need to convert 70 kilometer to meter. So that will be 70 kilometer. And then 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meter. So we can already convert. So 70 km times, to cancel the km, we need to put 1,000 here in the numerator and 1 kilometer sa denominator. Now we can cancel, and that will be 70,000 meter. So that is 70,000 meter. Now for 1 hour, that is 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Now 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Now we can already convert. So an hour times 60 minutes, an hour times 60 seconds times 1 minute. So cancel, 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 cancel. So that's 3,600 seconds. So that will be 70,000 meters over 3,600 seconds. So you're going to divide that 70,000 divided by 3,600. That is 19.44 meters per second. Okay, that's it. Okay, ito na yung solution. We have 70 km per hour and 19.44 meter per second. Now we have the basic algebra, the last topic for today's video. Basic algebra is a branch of mathematics that deals with symbols that are related to each other in the representation of problems or situations. It uses variables like x, y, z, and mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Like what we did earlier with the simple interest. Do you remember when we got the time without a given money, without the given amount? So we're able to get the needed time through or by using the variables to represent the principal amount and the interest. So we also have here uh, an example of an algebraic expression. So we have a 2x plus 7. So algebraic expression is a combination of variables and constant using mathematical operations. So we have here x is the variable. It is any letter or symbol that represents a number with an unknown value and doesn't have a fixed value. And 2x is a term. That's what you call a term. So we have here two terms here. The first term is an expression involving letters and or numbers, factors multiplied together. So we have 7 here is what you call as constant. It is a symbol that has a fixed numerical value. So 2x here and 7 here is constant because it has no variable. Kasi kapag yung number may variable, ma-change yan. Depende kung ano yung variable, ano yung value ng variable. But the constant without variable, it is always that number. So it is a symbol that has a fixed value. The coefficient is the 2. 2 here is the number that multiplies a variable or a number that accompanies a variable. Okay, now we have here similar or like terms, just like what I have introduced earlier. So we have, for example, 3x plus 7x, they have the same variables. Now for 2a to the power of b to the power of 2 minus a to the power of b to the power of 2, they have same variables and exponents. But even without the same exponents, they are still like terms because they have the same variables. Okay, we have dissimilar and unlike terms. For example, 2x plus 5y, unlike variable, they cannot be combined. You cannot add 2x plus 5y. So that's already an expression. So that's if you will arrive in that answer, that will be the answer already. Now for we have unlike variable. Okay, unlike variable. No, they're just still the same. PQ. Still the same. Okay, we have addition of algebraic operations. When we add terms in algebra, the terms must be similar or like terms. So for example, 5y plus 3y equals 8y, while 2x plus 3y is still 2x plus 3y. You cannot add, you cannot combine them because they are not the same. Okay, so only 5y plus 3y is equal to 8y can be combined. For subtraction, still the same, only like terms will be combined. For example, we have 8a squared b minus 3 minus a squared b is equal to 5a squared b. And we have here 10a squared b minus 2ab. They are not, you cannot subtract them because they don't have they don't have the same exponent. Okay, only the same exponent and same variables. For example, okay, can you add 4x minus 3y plus 5x plus 2y plus 6z? What's the answer? Four x minus 3y plus 5x plus 2y plus 6z. So that will be, you add 4x plus 5x, that will be 9x. Tapos si negative 3y plus 2y, that will be negative y. Plus 6z. So sa z, wala siyang kapareha, kaya the answer is 9x minus y plus 6z. While for this one, a squared plus 5a squared b squared minus a squared b squared plus a squared b. So as you can see, we cannot combine a squared has only one. Walang kapareha sa kanya, kaya we're going to just copy. Now 5a squared b squared minus a squared b squared, you're just going to that will be no, not cancel. You only cancel if it is multiplication or division. You're just going to minus. Since may 1 ito, di ba? Sabi ko, my numerical coefficient always yung variable, which even if it's not visible, there's always 1. So that will be 4. 5 minus 1, 4. And then just copy the variable with their exponents. Plus a squared b. And that's the answer. Next, algebraic operations, we have the multiplication. We multiply like or unlike terms. Even if they're unlike in addition or subtraction, we only combine like terms. For multiplication, even if they are unlike, we can still multiply them. We also use the laws of exponents and the basic properties in algebra. So we have here, for example, 2a plus 5b times 4, that will be 2a times 4 plus 5b times 4, or 8a plus 20b. For division, we have in dividing like terms, the terms can be simplified, while the unlike terms cannot be simplified. In division, loss of exponent is also applied. So you have 8xy minus 2xy is equal to 4. Why? You're going to minus the exponent, right? 1, 1, minus 1, 1. So kaya, wala nang natitira sa xy. So 8 divided by 2 na lang, and that is equal to 4. A squared over 2b squared. So we cannot divide that because that is unlike. They are unlike terms. So the answer is still a squared over 2b squared. Now we still have age word problems. I think I have only prepared one question for this. Okay, we can still answer this. So a person's or a thing's age is defined as the amount of time they have lived or existed. Problems involving ages typically include information about the ages of two or more people, as well as the relationship between their ages in the present, future, and past. For example, number 1. 4 years ago, Karel was 3 times as old as Kyle. In 3 years, Karel will be 2 times as old as Kyle. What is the present age of Kyle? So, first, we're going to assign variables. Paano ba? So, ang gagawin natin is we're going to assign X for Kyle. Bakit? Kasi si Kyle yung pinakasimple. Siya yung binabasihan, di ba? Kay Karel, di ba? Nakabase yung age niya kay Kyle. Sabi niya 3 times, kung 3 times daw yung age ni Kyle, yun yung age niya 4 years ago. Kaya ang gagawin mo is we're going to assign let X be Kyle's age. This will be Kyle. Now, 4 years ago, this was Karel. Karel is 3x. Okay, this was 4 years ago. Okay, so you also solve there in your seats, huh? So si 3x, si x minus 4, x minus 4, this was Kyle. You're going to multiply it by 3, and that is equal to 3 years. In 3 years, so after 4 years ago, 3x is Karel, while x is Kyle. Now in 3 years, after 3 years, so that will be 2x will be Karel and x still will be Kyle. So meaning we're going to have, so this was 4 years ago, x minus 4. So 4 years ago first, we're going to solve their ages 4 years ago. So this is the formula. So we're going to 3x minus 12 is equal to x minus 4. And that is so combine like terms, 3x minus x is equal to negative 4 minus 12. Oh, plus 12. So that is 2x is equal to 8. Divide by 2, divide by 2, x is equal to 4. So 4 years ago, si Kyle is 4. While, no, si Kyle, yes, si Kyle. While 4 times 3 is Karil. This is Karil's age, 4 years ago. Now for the present age, so you're just going to add plus 4, right? So that is 8 and 16. So what is the present age of Kyle? So that this is 4 years ago. So you just add plus 4 para makuha mo yung present age. And that is 8. And then 16 si Karil. Karil will be 2 times as old as Kyle. But that is in 3 years. So in 3 years, so we're going to add, okay. Oh, I'm just going to erase this, erase. Erase first. We're going to get in 3 years because we still weren't able. Kasi dapat in 3 years pa, si Karil mag 2 times as old as Kyle. So 3 years, in 3 years from now, x plus 3, so si x, add 3 to its age, and x plus 3. So magiging x plus 3 is equal to 2x plus 6. So that is 3 minus 6 is equal to 2x minus x. And that will be x is equal to negative 6. Oh, nag-negative na tayo. Everyone, it's almost time for the verbal ability. Kaya, I think I have only prepared 2. Okay, 2 problems for age problem. So, I'm going to make a video for this para po makapag-start na po tayo for the next live. Kasi 6 p.m. po yung 6 p.m. po yung schedule ni Miss Regine. So we're going to continue this next time, or maybe I'm going to make a video of this. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being with me for almost 3 hours. And thank you for participating, lalo na nina Ma'am Jessa, Ma'am Asnia, Ma'am Wen, Sir John, and everyone who participated. Thank you and see you again next week. Okay? Goodbye! Goodbye, everyone! Maghapunan po muna kayo, and then, or while watching Miss Regine's live.